Are you out there?
Sorry, Ryan.
Ready, it sounds good to you. Is everything good on here?
They didn't know that. I didn't know that.
What about Dominator?
Don said he would try to make it,
I get it.
but man, hey, look, he actually has a lot of work right now. He's building, he's building on his car. It was already supposed to be done.
Yeah.
And he's got 2 cars of Reapers. Where's Chuck?
Yeah.
What about Chuck?
Chuck never responded back.
He didn't?
No.
Well, I do know that I talked to Chuck yesterday, and his brother was picking him up from the hospital.
Gotcha.
And his brother is something about his leg, and I know that he's been helping his brother out.
Oh, gotcha.
Dom just trying to make money.
Dom is, and plus it's an hour and a half or so from Dom to get here.
Yeah, no, I totally understand that. I just thought somebody said he was
How
cut.
far does Lonzo live from?
Good job. Considered a long ways.
Get it?
I thought.
We good?
Amanda's about 30 minutes or so east of us, right?
Okay.
Down there, like over an hour north.
Okay, so I think we got all.
Are we ready to start?
We're ready to start.
It is.
I think we're good to go.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Everybody said it sounds real good.
Okay, there's something. No, I'm good. I'm just trying. You think we're too far away?
So Ryan.
Nope, you sound good. Yeah.
All right.
I can do the old. Mom used to do.
Don't, please don't.
Let's get over. Waste day.
So,
So first off, guys, we're gonna try to be as positive here as possible. We understand all the hate and everything that's going on the internet, and I don't care where we start with this whole deal, but we are going to clear up any type of confusion.
We're gonna try to, yeah.
I mean, at the best of our ability.
Yeah.
yeah, you got all kinds of rumors about what this season's going to be like. What's last season? Are we still doing the No Prep Kings? Who's speed promotions? Everything else. So I think that the point here is to try to clear all that stuff up so people kind of understand what we're doing, when we're going to be racing. You guys have all seen the schedule, so that's plus. Like the schedule is actually correct, so it's there. Yeah.
And I mean, we can start with the schedule. The first thing that everybody's negative about. I don't see why everybody's negative about the schedule that they're not actually driving. Okay. There's way less races this year, guys. So to me, the schedule doesn't even seem as bad as what it normally does.
No.
I mean, yes, the reason the schedule looks so bad, guys, is because you got the first race in California, the second one in Virginia. Man, my home is right in the middle of them two, and there's a weekend off. So it's not that big.
And I can see it. It is bad for certain people. Let's just talk about the elephant. If you're Justin Swanstrom and you're talking about going,
But let's talk about that. California's a long drive.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Second
saying.
race would be real close.
that is where I was going. And so everybody complains and says, hey, that like you guys, whoever, like I've heard, listen, whoever does your schedule's a dumbass.
Yeah,
Okay. That's not the truth. But when it comes down to it,
Well,
it's hard to
oh, got positive. Are we being positive here? Are we still positive?
That's what you said.
Okay,
I mean, I think that's what you wanted
let's
to
be
do.
positive. Let's be positive.
Well, so yes, it is the schedule's not convenient for everybody, but it's also the people that complain about it aren't, like you said,
I'm not driving.
That's it.
But a lot goes into making a schedule. Like you got to work around different tracks. Like the track may have a schedule full, only this day open, and this
Hey, it may
this
only
day
be
open over here. Like,
Yeah, well, warn you, it's gonna be warm.
And look, let's be realistic. Everybody knows the previous MPK series speed promotions. They are known for doing their schedule late. It is what it is. Look, we procrastinate a lot too. Hey, they kind of do on the schedule. So that being said, what happens is sometimes when you do that, you schedules get full. And they got to get in where they fit in.
Yeah, the track set their schedules January
So
1st.
if they tried to pick up a track after a closer event, it could have already been booked.
Yeah.
You know, so
a lot goes into making a schedule.
a lot goes into making a schedule.
not
But we
complete on that.
did hear for the people that are saying that this series is dead, that next season the schedule will be out a lot quicker. You know,
What's wrong with the sound?
Cheers.
if you keep on saying that the series is dead,
They've been saying that for
one of these years you're going to be correct.
Yeah.
But it ain't going to be this year.
Let's make sure. Are our channels? Do people still have sound on the channels?
Yeah, no, we're good. We're good.
Just keep going.
Yeah, if Aaron hasn't texted me yet and said that it's down, we're
We're
on.
live on Facebook.
So, but I mean, there's just been so much negative, and I understand a lot of the negative, guys. when you don't hear anything and you're out of sight, you're out of mind, then the rumors spread like wildfire. And that's what's happening here. We have a full season. You guys have seen the schedule, whether you like it, whether you hate it. And another thing is everybody's upset about there's no races in the South.
Yeah.
We understand that, guys.
Yeah.
We started this deal in Oklahoma, and Oklahoma, Texas is kind of, we do the majority of our racing around there. We've been to all these tracks, and so their whole idea of this is, let's go to some places that we haven't been before.
Yeah, that's
California is going to be brand new. We have fans in California, guys, who've never seen us live. We've been to Texas every single year, and not to
People up
mention,
north, bitch, when we were in the South.
Yeah.
right.
So it's just.
Somebody's gonna be.
somebody's going to complain no matter what.
But on top of all that though, even this, like you guys know that NPK, Speed Promotions and this group, what do they do a lot? They add races.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna be totally ridiculous for us to end up in Texas at the middle of the, like that thing may pop up in the middle of the year.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's gonna be races.
They always have a couple guys. and-
Yeah.
And let's be honest, if we have anything to do with it, which we do this year, some things have changed, and we're about to talk about this. If we have anything. Stop.
It's a co-owner.
What did you pay for it?
Ask him what you got. We all know if any of us could afford to buy this, it's not Sean. Yeah, I borrowed the money from Ryan. So if we have anything to do with it, we will have a race close to, the homeland.
Yeah, like Tulsa, like Texas.
Guys, it's easy for us to race around Oklahoma, Texas. We want to do it. Another big thing that everybody's talking bad about is the whole name.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about that for a minute. I don't think anybody realizes who the people behind
Yeah.
And it's
Slowly Production Racing.
One thing is like, we kind of even see it too, right? Let's be realistic. We kind of go, yeah, it's kind of confusing. Like, what are we? Are we MPK? Are we Street Outlaws? Are we whatever? And that is kind of a little bit confusing.
So for the people who say MPK is dead, no prep kings.
Yeah.
Let's Street Outlaws, no prep kings. Okay, it is on hold, and Discovery owns that name. We can't, if we're not on Discovery, which we haven't been in 2 years, we can't use that name. The reason that we say it's not dead and it's on hold is because there are discussions right now. And if anybody's seen, it is not a terrible time to put out the new season of the Farm Truck and Asians only show. April 1st, and it is not a April Fool's joke. We contacted people at Discovery, and it is 100% real. That's coming back to TV, and we believe as soon as that's done, they're gonna air the season 6 MPK. And if that happens,
Just like we believe.
we believe that. That's what I said.
Believe that.
We've been told. It's not
Yeah,
confirmed.
We've been told there's a strong possibility that it's coming afterwards. Yeah.
And with that being said, that's why we say MPK and Street Outlaws, that whole name is on hold.
Yeah.
Because we believe that if everything is good and people watch, like they've said that they've wanted to watch for the past 2 years,
Yeah.
we just want to watch Street Outlaws back on TV. Here's y'all's chance. This is y'all's
Yeah,
chance.
if you guys watch MPK season 6 when it comes on this year, and like he was saying, we're all pretty dang sure it's going to come back on. That's your chance to make it to where, that's going to make a difference. If all the fans that said how much they missed it, you guys watch it, because what that means is it's going to be a lot easier for us to get back on television the next year.
There's
at
talks right now.
Discovery.
And there's talks of it right now.
At Discovery.
Yes.
There was a time, let's be real, there's a time where you're like, yeah, we're probably not gonna do anything with Discovery again.
Yes.
And that's not the case right now. Now it's going the other direction.
There's interest again.
Yeah.
So anyways, while we are on hold from this whole MPK Street Outlaws deal, a company called
Speed Promotions.
Speed Promotion Racing came in. And this company consists, and I'm not even 100% sure we even are supposed to say any of this. But I'm gonna do it. They've put me on live before, and it's always iffy.
And they should know it.
So Sam Corcus, Craig Pelagian, Dana White,
Fertitta Brothers.
Cheetah Brothers.
And you've heard the name Fertitta Brothers day and night from obviously.
From obviously from the UFC and all that stuff. Those are the people that have their hand in, and that is the name of the company that they formed to keep us racing.
Yeah, basically they came along and said, hey, we know that Discovery's in limbo with you guys, so we're going to give you guys the opportunity by us backing you to do the live event still. And hopefully if everything goes good, the live events go well, and that turns into something later on. If Discovery decides not to pick up MPK, we have another avenue of speed promotions. They're constantly shopping networks.
Well, and we have a couple other avenues too.
For sure.
There's multiple live feeds, but at this point, they're so confident that a network will pick it up
Regular
that we
TV.
don't want to go back to that yet.
Yeah, not a subscription-based contract.
Yes.
On the regular.
Yeah.
And he's talking before the end of the year, too.
Yes.
Yeah. They're
But
saying by July. We should know a lot by
Yeah.
July. And that'll be mid-year for us, you know.
Yes, but that's not something that we're trying to bank on here. We're
Yeah.
trying to make this series something that lasts.
Yeah.
And we understand that things need to change. There needs to be better communication. There needs to be a lot of stuff, to be honest with you.
Top to bottom.
It's
Everybody
not.
thinks it's just racing. There's so much
There's
political.
so much
behind,
stuff behind
racing.
They have no idea.
It's
But
above
that
everybody's.
kind of gets a couple of things out of the way.
Yeah.
Another big concern right now is the whole competition with another series coming on board. That's fine. The competition is good,
But
Yeah.
It's not
but it doesn't matter. And a lot of people I don't think understand that race was out there last year, and they had 2 or 3 events. Hell, Nate Saban won one of them.
Yeah, this isn't a new series.
It's not a new
It's
series,
just a series that they're pushing. And look, some guys may go to whatever.
and that's fine. Guys, competition isn't a bad thing.
That's right.
We aren't upset about this deal at all. This is not gonna kill us. It is what it is. And I don't understand. The one thing that bothers me every time I get on the internet and start reading things is if you care anything about our sport, if you care anything about racing, why would you wish something to be dead?
Yeah.
I don't understand that. If this new series comes out and thrives and it puts more racing fans in the seats and it makes more kids and more adults go out and build cars with their families and race, keeps tracks open around the country, that's a win for all of us.
Yeah.
This is the sport that we all love, and we want this to continue at least until Dave and Jeff retires,
Wow.
which is probably not gonna be that long, so
Hey, probably here after me. I'm not Friday here.
at this point,
What's
we're trying to build something here, guys, that the young guys that come in, the only person I can think of that's young is Justin.
Yeah.
So that the Swonstroms and people like that, the Cole Pelzers, the people like that can take this all over after we're gone. And that's what we want. We want this to last forever.
And with everybody's support, it definitely can. Everybody loves drag racing. I mean, think back about, and everybody said it about what Street Outlaws did back in the day for drag racing.
Oh,
We'll get that out of the way. We would rather
Yeah.
be on the street.
Oh, yeah.
100%. And you know, everybody misses that, and we do too.
Yeah,
That's the greatest thing ever.
that is a good point, because everywhere you go, I heard it 55,000 times this weekend. Why aren't y'all doing another street show? Look,
But,
there's nothing more that we want to do than that.
We do.
but, we get back on TV, there can be more street shows.
Yeah.
Without
Sure.
TV, guys, there's 0 street shows and
Yeah.
0 possibilities of us ever doing a street show again.
Yeah.
So if things work out and the networks are happy, and the powers to be, let's just call them powers to be, are happy with us and they want to pick us up again, whether MPK gets our foot in the door, we're gonna do something else on the street.
Yeah. I mean, that's where it comes, it comes down to, does Discovery pick it back up? Strong possibility, okay. But then if they don't, then obviously it's shopped in other networks, and other networks have all seen that we started with the street show, right? That this group started with the street show, and it was extremely successful. And man, there's not a doubt in my mind that as soon as we get back to television, that's what we're gonna do.
Be great.
It would be great. We all want that, there's no doubt.
Yeah,
But
we all do.
that's not what we're doing right now.
Correct.
That's not what we're doing.
Right now, we're planning on going out, and you guys got to keep in mind, the reason that MPK was even brought to this whole platform anyway was for us to mingle with our fans.
That's right.
It gave us a place to race, give our fans an opportunity to watch live. And yes, the cars have changed a lot. They've came a long ways, man. Hey, evolution is real.
Thanks, Ryan.
You know, like competition makes more competition is what it does. And that's what made us fast on the street all those years ago. And now it's making us faster on the tracks. So yeah, no, we don't have the same cars that we used to have, but we get a chance to go back to the street and we'll run these cars. We'll run our other cars that were our drivers, you know. Anyways, that's not happening right now. But what is happening is this race schedule, and I think let's start talking about some of the rules and some of the stuff that we're doing.
Before we do that, let's talk about what rumors people heard, how this deal was starting, how it started out a couple of weeks ago.
Where it's at now.
And where it's at. I mean, listen, this deal's changed dramatically, like,
It's changed
everybody,
dramatically in 5 days.
yeah, that's right. And,
Okay, 5 days for you,
yeah.
Okay.
2 or 3 weeks for us.
Yeah, and just so you know, on the phone.
'Cause they
every
own it.
single
Yeah.
day. Yeah. No, the truth is not because we own it, it's because we wanted to succeed. And that is the truth. And I know that you know that, but not everybody knows that. So the reason why we're working so hard is because we want it to succeed. And we don't, and listen, the truth is, we don't want to race without y'all.
Yeah, I can say that Sean did reach out to me and Dominator, and Lutz and Dave here, on his own accord, just out of the blue, looked down, like Verno was calling me and reached out and said, hey, look, this isn't going the right direction. We want to change a few things to include everybody again. We need you guys back. So that really, really happened. Well, Ryan was supposed to call you, so you got to take it up on that partner. My partner did pretty good.
Trust me, I call a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
I call a lot of people.
Oh, yeah. We've both been on the phone for hours.
There's some people right now, they're gonna get called me.
Hours of time with people trying to get insight and trying to figure things out, guys. So all the rumors that you hear about, they're only giving 4 people money to show up.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay?
Let's talk, like that was.
That's not wrong.
That's what's the wrong.
That's not wrong. That's not, that honestly was true. Me, Ryan, Kai, and Pinky. Don't ask us why. It was us 4, but that's the 4 that they were going to put
And run with.
on their backs
Yeah.
to try to carry this thing.
I was gonna say.
We knew, hey, we knew that you go, but we knew that you would have supported this. But here was the thing, we also knew individually, it's not like we called up, it's not like we got together and was like, hey, this sucks. We all I think we all took a day or two and went, okay, I mean, that's cool that they picked me to do that, but.
But let's hear it. Let's hear it first, and we heard them out.
Yeah, we listened and we said, okay, now where's everybody else come in? We're gonna get some people trickling over here, trickling over here.
So, guys, the concept of this year was supposed to be.
Good nose to fly.
So the concept of this year was supposed to be us 4 racers, and we do this
I don't know.
fight
card style.
Fight card style.
And you gotta understand that this came from the speed promotion people who were awesome enough to stand behind us to even do this. Okay, but they're UFC guys.
Big mama.
Well, also, the other production company that was looking, the TV network that was looking, said we don't want another NHRA
Yeah.
type event. So they were brainstorming, they were thinking about what we could possibly do, and they started talking about, well, I mean, we could grudge race.
Yeah.
You 4 people could grudge race people and bring them in, and it'd kind of be like a fight card deal. And I kind of saw that, and I'm going, yeah, we could probably make this work, And I'm start thinking about it, and then
You can't.
we couldn't really get excited about
A
it.
couple of days later, I want to say, I think we both processed it for a while, and I think you were at the Pro Mod race. I think Kai was at the Pro Mod race. Anyway, I think eventually you and I talked, and I said, man, I don't know what you feel about this, but I don't get the warm and fuzzy feeling about it. How about you?
Well, it's one of those things, guys, where at the end of the day, whenever all of this stuff goes away, or even when we retire from doing this stuff, our fans are the ones who keep this going.
Yep.
And we tell multiple people at the races, they're like, thank you so much for standing out here and signing autographs all day in this heat.
Yeah.
We understand y'all don't have to do it. And most of our response is, we wouldn't be here without the fans.
That's right.
So for us to, let's just put it how it is, lie to our fans and tell them this is gonna be the most awesome season we've ever had. We can't wait to show you guys what we're gonna do. It wasn't gonna work.
We couldn't promote it.
We couldn't promote it because we couldn't be excited about
And
it.
tell people how great it was. It just wasn't a great idea. And look, man, Sean and I talked, and I'll just say this, it is what it is at this point in time. We thought about like, hey, if this is how this goes, we might not want to be part of this.
Well, we said for sure,
Yeah.
this is the last season.
Yeah. If this is how it goes.
You've got a couple of things that you can think about there. Do you ride this sinking ship all the way to the bottom? Or do you try to put out and even sacrifice a little bit for ourselves? We could have been greedy and we could have said, heck yeah, let's do it, man. Let's get one more year of pay and just done it. But it wasn't right to do that to the people that we say we do this for the fans.
But it wasn't, and you're right, but also, and the fans do make us do that. This is why we do this, but also all the other racers.
Yeah.
Right? All the other racers make this happen. The fans make it happen. It's a.
Four people don't make this.
It ain't gonna, it's not true.
What they don't make.
Now, listen, they would have came to us and said, hey, we're gonna do a fight card style show. Are you out?
Yeah.
Okay, how are you getting there?
Bye, Cherish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shift surgery, or attended on her hip.
I'm good.
Long story. Shift surgery about the, leak. That's right. You can't break them. Let me try.
Stop. Dave's trying. Stop, Dave. Stop. Stop it. Stop it.
Guys, stop.
Actually, she broke some.
All positive stuff.
All right, back to what we were saying. So we know that it's the racers and the fans that make this what it is, and that's why we're able to do it. So we're always happy to give back, but we couldn't give them a good product with four of us.
No.
And we knew it, and we didn't. And honestly, man, we didn't want to do any of it without the guys that we raced with, and down to every single person that was there. Like we've all had our fights, and we've all cussed at each other at the track and all this other type of stuff. But there ain't one person that we race with that I don't want to go racing with.
Yeah.
That's the.
And it wasn't a thing where they wanted to cut people's money. They had no budget, guys. And it's one of them things that if there's no budget until we get back on TV is what we heard.
Yep.
Well, if what we're doing this season is terrible and we don't have our full hearts involved in this, which is what we want and need, then it was not going to ever be back on TV anyways. It would have been all for nothing. So me and Ryan took a chance.
You mean,
Anybody that knows Sam, who knows, you take a chance with him. If you go against the grain,
With Sam?
it usually doesn't work out for you.
you're liable to get yelled at, or you don't listen. Oh, we've all got yelled at.
Look, man, so like, let's be realistic. When it comes down to it, we got a boss.
You have a boss.
That's our boss.
Absolutely.
And he's the glue that holds all this shit together. So that's what it is, you know what I'm
And
saying?
he doesn't need this.
And
And he's still sticking it out here.
hey, and he's given us all the opportunity to race. I can tell you that I wouldn't personally been able to do half the things that I could do without you guys doing Street Outlaw gig and all that type of
I
stuff.
told him the other day.
I'm so thankful for everything that's ever been. If it ended tomorrow, it would be the best thing that ever happened to me.
I told
you
him,
know?
I told him the other day, it changed my life forever.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really
And
happy.
and also it's why you don't want to let it go. You know what I'm saying? That's why
I don't.
you want to keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And we do, and we have the fan base, and we have, soon as we can get this thing back on television, I know it's a different story when you watch a show just kind of decline.
Yeah.
But when you know you have the fan base out there, and you still go pack racetracks, and you still get your phone blows up asking why you guys aren't on TV and when's the new episode coming and blah blah blah.
They don't understand why they can't turn the TV and watch it on my day.
Yeah.
That's what they can't
And
understand.
heck, I don't understand it.
And if
I think
you tell me live stream
Yeah.
Like the network side of it?
Yeah.
Way above.
So basically, maybe speed it up just a little bit. Basically, we said, okay, we don't like the format. Let's change it. Sam
Well,
was-
it was even a little bit worse than that.
It was,
Because I'll be honest with you, it's like going to tell your boss, giving your boss an ultimatum.
Yeah.
And we said, we don't like where this is going. We understand that you want excitement behind this, but we can't get excited about something that we don't think is going to work.
And
And man, Sam had an open mind right from the get-go, and he said, what do you guys want to do? And we said, first thing is, we need to start getting some of the guys back.
Yeah.
And we went from there.
And we kind of said, hey, we were going to help get some of the guys back, which is, you talked about, oh, you guys get phone calls from Sean, and I know a lot of people out there know I called him, and it was about, it was about,
Dave said,
hey, do you still want to do it? And everybody that said yes, you call Sam and talk to him.
Yes.
They've opened up a little bit. They've opened the doors up a little bit. They see what we're going to lack if we do it this way, and let's get some racers back,
Yep.
Um,
So first things first, Sam said, what did y'all's plan then?
Yeah.
If you don't want to do the fight card stuff, what are y'all thinking? And we said literally, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. There's no sense in reinventing the wheel here, guys. We want to run a all field. Doesn't matter if it's 32, doesn't matter if it's 38, doesn't matter if it's 27. We want to run an all field, no more invite, no more invitational, no more race your way in. Show up with a steel roof and quarter car, you're in.
Yeah.
That's
We want-
that's what we want to run.
We want people, and not everybody's gonna like this, it is what it is, but we want people that have been saying they can't race with us, it's an elite group, blah, blah, blah. We want those people to be able to come race this.
Now they want that chance.
Everybody, if you have the car that fits in the class, bring it and come race with us. And it's not you're not gonna qualify, you're not gonna get in, you gotta race your way in. Listen, I'll be honest with you too. There's so many of our racers that hated the race their way in on Friday night. But and it was rough for all of us. I was stuck in it too. I've been stuck in it too. Listen, some of the racers were like, hey, I'm in, but if y'all are doing the race your way in, I'm out. And I literally had that phone call a couple times.
Yes.
So, so we said, let's change things. Let's make it to where everybody likes this deal. All run field.
All run field.
What if we got 40 cars? What are we gonna do?
We're gonna run them all.
We're gonna run them all. Saturday, you're running, and you're running for the 40,000.
That's all. Yep, and it doesn't matter. The persons are gonna be 40,000 to win again this year. Unlike last year, it was to 30.
Yeah.
So that helps out a little bit.
Yeah, we kind of said, I think one of the things you said is like, okay, what could we do to make our big tire stuff better? I honestly, personally believed that if our class dies with the big tires, then all the big tire cars die.
Yeah.
That's what I personally believe.
I agree.
There's no other class for them. Everybody's going small tire. A lot of people are turning their big tire cars over to small tire. I felt like if we could keep this deal strong, we keep all the big tire cars alive. Everybody's still having fun. Man, listen, some of the most fun that we've had, y'all know this, big tire racing on the street.
Yeah.
And it led into big tire racing at MPK. Some of the best times of my life has been racing MPK, and big tire stuff. So, and so the goal was, let's get back there and let's get the car counts up. And how do we get the car counts up? Well, we stop telling people they can't come race with us.
That's right. That right there is gonna get us a lot, I believe. And then another thing that was a big problem, and we learned this by calling all these people and talking to them. What would keep you from doing this? I understand the schedule's pretty crazy, but what would keep you from doing this? Well, another one that we heard a lot of is 17 races is too much. 17 races is way too much. So we're doing a 7-race championship series this year.
Yeah, but you're right. 100%. That's right. So, but we still got 12 races.
Yes.
Yeah.
But 3 of those, if you guys see the schedule, 3 of those are on Canada. Canada's a long ways for a lot of people to drive, and they're not making it in. Like
Some people can't even be.
But
yeah, so
it's not mandatory. It's not mandatory.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that if you're a big tire racer and you're racing with us and you want to go to Canada, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, for sure. And then Boosted gets 2 of those, and he's putting a couple of badass
I
small
really
tire
wish there was some way that we could get Boosted on live. Like Jen told us that that's what we could do. But
You can add a, let me look.
Think about that.
think about that for a minute. Let's hold off on talking about that until we can. It'd be nice.
But all I want to say is 2 of those are going to be his.
Yes.
Small tire racing. We'll let him
So
discuss.
3 Canada,
Yeah.
which brings us down to 10.
Yeah. 2 of those. 3 of those. That's weird, isn't it? The math is not math.
No, it's 12 races, right?
That's what I said.
12 races. Okay.
7 championships, 3
That's not
That math don't work right.
It is not. It is not. So 7 big tire races. Don't you're a 50-50 guy, man. 50-50, you're not right on that, Sean. Yeah, so, the 7 race championship for the big tire stuff. Three in Canada,
Non-championship.
non-championship, no points.
That's
That's
just to go.
And that's just for our fans in Canada.
Yes. And then, which for the record was packed.
Yeah, and the reason I've seen this too, people are like, why are you going back to Canada?
Love
You
it.
need to stay in the USA. Because it was freaking awesome, and that's why we're going back to Canada.
We had so
And
much
it was
fun.
packed. The fans have not got to see cool big tire racing like that, and they haven't got to see us. So for us to go there, that was, we were welcomed. I don't know, man. That was
It was a good time. It was a good time.
Great time.
And we're
Yeah.
going back.
Yeah.
So, and then 2 huge, which I think is gonna be some of the biggest racing in the country. Whenever Boosted talks about his small tire races.
If you're a big name in racing, big tire or small tire.
You're gonna be at
Yeah,
both
you're
of those
gonna be-
races.
for
So,
sure.
and then Friday night, we're like, what are we doing Fridays? Because we understand, guys, last year, a lot of people got upset once we went to the elite, okay?
Well, Friday
There was nothing going on. We know Friday sucked. We know it sucked. There was zero going on.
all we did was grudge race.
There was nothing going on Friday. So we have to bring something back. So we start kind of going back through the archives of what we've done. You know, we've done the team attack. We've done the grade 8. We've done all that stuff. So we kind of, at some point, we got to revisit these fight cards. Okay? And the closest thing that we could come up to that we think would be awesome is kind of having a fight card. And the way that we're going to do
This is
that,
kind of a compromise.
It is.
This was
It
a
is.
compromise on our part.
it is a compromise.
Yeah.
Because I think they're going to like this, and they're still going to get their
So,
you know, Kai Kelly versus whoever. So Friday night, what we'll do is everybody will have 1 round of racing.
Yeah.
And we will draw out of it. Tell me if I'm wrong here. We will draw out of a bucket. Friday night, everybody will make 1 round of racing. They're gonna draw out of a bucket to see who you get. If you win that first round, then you're gonna draw out of another bucket that is gonna have MPK winners.
We became champions.
Champions, sorry. Yes, champions. So
Well, you're a winner. There's a lot. You guys
you guys are all winners. I'm a winner.
Yeah.
Mike Murillo was a winner. Whether he chooses to do this or not, champion. Whether he chooses to do this or not, Birdman
Yeah.
won. He's actually said that he's coming to do all
Oh,
these.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Not know that.
Kai, Ryan, and myself. So there's going to be 4 chips in there that have, one will have my name on it, one will have Birdman's name, one will have Ryan's name, one will have Kai's name on it. The remaining people will draw. Whoever draws Ryan races Ryan, and it's going to be an 8-car shootout after that for $10,000. There's your fight card. So let's just say you draw. Because I haven't even explained any of this to you.
No.
Let's just say you draw.
No, right.
Okay, I don't want to say Ty because he's going to run over the field this year.
Oh, yeah. I heard that.
Okay,
Talk about it.
we don't have to talk about that. Remember?
I know, but we could. But okay.
So you draw Ryan. Doc draws Sean. There's 8 cars after that. And it's a bracket down to last man standing wins $10,000.
Yeah.
Like, that's your fight card.
It's similar. It has
Ryan draws Dave. They stand on the starting line like the Burt brothers with the dukes in the air.
Yeah.
Put your dukes up, and there's their fight card. That was a compromise, guys, which will give us something else to race for on Friday
It
night.
also gives everybody, you don't have to be the elite 8. You get-
That's right.
That's right.
That's
That's what, that's the spot that we did that because of that. Because, like, let's be realistic. Once about that halfway through the season, it's hard to get back up to 8. And you just don't have the opportunity to go back there.
Or if you guys have an 8, then it's hard to get out.
Yeah, so this way you get
That's
some
pretty much gonna stay there.
draws and you have the opportunities to be able to get into
I
it.
love it.
I think it's gonna be good. Listen, I'll be honest, me and Sean went at bat and said, he took our 10 grand away last year, we won it back. And it was for this. And so, listen, 10 grand on Friday, 40 grand on Saturday.
I mean, before we take any kind of, we'll answer questions, guys, when this is all said and done. I promise we will. But we're just trying to lay everything out for you, tell you guys the game plan. And we're not saying that none of this is gonna change, because it might. We may come up with something a little bit better
It's
or
probably
add to it, and it might.
It's probably-
It might. But as of right now, I'd say 90% of the racers that raced last year are in. Is that good? Doc,
Probably pretty
Doc,
close.
Who's gonna
It's better than 50/50.
It's better than 50/50. You guys heard it from Doc, it's better than 50/50.
And Doc knows.
I know that there's one person that's on the fence right now who is probably gonna be here. I'm just gonna
I've
say.
heard some of the people that have.
Who was it? Said Joe, you're talking about Justin.
So Justice Foster, guys, you got, a lot of people are upset about him not being in. We have worked very, very hard to get him back in on this.
But let's tell the truth about that. If we're gonna talk about
Yeah,
it.
I heard a bunch of people.
If we're gonna talk about it.
And that's. Said that
You don't think they should talk about it?
I'm just saying.
Jay said we shouldn't talk about it. They said we should.
Yeah, for sure. We shouldn't talk about that, is that what you're saying? Okay, hopefully Justin's in. At this point, it's gonna be on him. All I know is that I got him on the phone with the powers that be. They're talking right now. They're in discussions with things. I do believe, what? Sorry, my bad, dude. Bracket racing, you're right.
Just the index, not the same.
So we tried to figure out a way to put our small tire cars next to our True Street cars. And the best way to do that was to have a capped ET, right?
Yeah.
Because we're the exception. Y'all are the exception. But the rest of us assholes, we can't go faster than 530 on no car. Most of us can't do it. And if you have a car that you built in your garage or any of that,
Well, like this
you could
weekend,
probably go 530.
I believe the dude that won, he never went faster than 60. Never went faster than
Let's be
60.
real, man. You guys have the cars that we had when we first started Street
For
Outlaw.
sure.
I don't know, Mr. Big Block Truck Charge.
Oh, yeah.
I still only went 470. What did your car run? What'd your car run?
It went 88 on the.
Oh, there you go. Hey, 80, you went 488 in that pile.
On the radial, and a radial track. and a
All I'm
radial
saying,
track.
guys, is there's gonna be a little bit of downtime because we brought them in and they're gonna blow all the tracks down.
That's not true.
Just like what we used to do.
Hey, he's going, yeah, no, they
I was up here going, yeah, man. I mean, Fox wasn't gonna talk about that.
That's a great possibility.
Yeah, no, but for real, one of the conversations that you and I had was like, hey, okay, if we're gonna try to fix this and we're trying to make it better, how are we gonna make it better? And Sean said, look, man, what Jimmy Dell and the guys are doing is that 530
It's the highest class. Let's just call it what it is without, God dang, his jerky.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody's seen,
It's a big.
obviously, me and this guy had some problems when he first came out because he doesn't know how to bump a car in or stage a car. Sorry, you can't bump a car that's not a trailer. I get it.
We're not all year arguing about it.
So anyways,
I really haven't squashed that deal.
I'm telling you right now, these guys got the hottest class in the country right now, and everybody wants in on it because it appeals to the Joe public. It appeals to the blue collar racers out there that everybody says we used to be. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I get it. Fair enough.
Well, let's bring in some guys, let's bring in some guys that can do it.
If we're gonna appeal to the masses out there, there was only these guys to bring in my opinion. We wasn't gonna just rob their class. We're gonna bring these guys out. I know. We wanted to bring these guys in along with Woo, who will be on the mic whenever they're racing. Poland's gonna be on the starting line. He's gonna have a mic if he wants and chooses.
And he has a lot of money on his.
He does love to bet. He loves to take all y'all's money, but be smart because he knows every single car that's gonna run down that track, and he's gonna know which car to bet on. So if you're smart, you're gonna watch which car he bets on, and you're gonna try to bet somebody else.
Hey, what's the voice, bro?
He may not be doing it. He's not doing it.
Another reason why their class is badass is because if I recall, there's 60 cars on the class.
And that's what gives
We
me
had
awesome.
77 cars
Yeah.
at Small Tire Gangsters last April. Was 77 cars. The most we ever paid out is 30,000. This past weekend, get this. This is crazy. Friday at Abilene, there was 120, 130 inches. Saturday, rains out. So they said, hey, we're going to postpone it to Sunday. Most of the people are like, yo, man, I got work on Monday. I travel a long way. I'm going home.
That's what you said.
We still
Yeah.
do.
No, let's say this one.
That's what they did.
Birthday,
That's what they
The
did.
wife's leaving.
Yeah.
I gotta go home.
Yeah. So we still pulled 36 cars on Sunday.
Yeah.
36.
Yeah, with what was left over, it's still.
Because every car on the property fits that rule set.
Yeah.
Every single one of them. So you get to see Ryan Mitchell, Casey Max versus Jimmy Dale or any variation of that. You know what I mean?
Like without the little gangsters, you wouldn't have seen Jack Stan or Kevin Smith or any of those.
Oh,
things.
yeah.
And so it brings the different lives together.
Yeah.
So you guys explain to everybody, in case anybody, doesn't happen to know what y'all's class is, explain to them, guys, the reason that we brought these two in, like I said, it's the hottest class going right now. It appeals to masses. And they literally have to shut the field down or they'll get too many cars. It's gonna be amazing for the fans. It's gonna be amazing for the owners.
Y'all cap it?
Are you capping it?
No, we don't cast it. I said y'all had to.
He's talking about,
Oh, yeah.
so where they were like, they said, no, we're not gonna put a car cap on it. And
That's
then
right.
they had so many pre-registers that they were like, okay, put the toothpaste back in the tube. And we're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many locals can come and run these classes with these guys, and you get a chance. I mean, who doesn't want to line up next to people like that?
I even thought about bringing my.
Oh, 100%. I'll tell you
Yeah,
what.
he'd be way more
Aiden will have, we will have Aiden Chevelle. What did I say? Who said that?
Hey, I'm not even offended though. I just right. It's fine. I brought it up.
What? Who let this guy online? Anyways, hey, my son hated will 100% have his car at every race that y'all's gonna be at. You know, if it'll run the number. If not, he'll be in the 55.
Right.
God, I hope his car runs the number. But anyway, with that being said, explain everything that you guys got going on and what y'all do and which races and which events y'all's gonna be
All
at.
right, I'll give it to you. The races that you're going to be able to come around Little Gangsters at the Outlaws deal, it's going to be the first race, California. Then I don't know what number race it is, but we're going to Ohio. I got people.
I
in
think the
Ohio.
second race will be the small tire in Santa Cruz. You gotta.
Virginia is the second one, the third one is
I
the,
understand that, but I mean the second race, they're gonna be. Oh, yes.
No, it should be, doesn't matter. Not important.
We don't really know.
Yeah,
But
doesn't matter. So we're doing 4 races. We're going to do California, we're going to do Ohio, we're going to do Kentucky, and we're doing North Carolina.
Ohio's the third race.
Huh?
Ohio's the third race.
We'll be back for the third race. All right. So we're doing 4 races. This way we can stay true to our roots and do it.
Well, because you got other stuff going on.
We got other priorities, and not priorities, but other things that we've committed to throughout the year.
Yep.
Because this all happened in the last 7 days.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all what it is.
This was something that, like we said, guys, the last 2 weeks, we've been brainstorming and trying to come up with what could be possibly the best event for the fans to come and watch.
It's been crazy.
And it's been a crazy couple weeks, man. And I'm telling you right now, I'm spent. My brain is dead. And it was probably dead before this, but it is very dead now.
So here's the rule set. All right, if you want to come around Little Gangsters, I heard Ryan and Dave are running it because they can't keep their shit together. But they may haul around a Little Gangster car. That's a good idea. You know, the Little Gangster car. So when you blow in, you can't go. Well, you can't go no. But anyhow, what we're getting at here is a 5:30. It's a 5:30 cap. You can't go faster than 5:30. If you go faster than 5:30 and you break out, and your opponent breaks out, it's whoever's closest to the number. This is physical index rules, right? Everybody knows this. So 5:30 cap. It's a 400 Pro Tree. I'm sure you guys are going to learn a little bit of that. 400 Pro Tree, 28 or 275, 60, 15, unless you got a 17-inch rim. The 17-inch rim deal is for your Corvettes, Camaros, all your late model guys that got the big rim, they don't have to brake, blah, blah, blah. So we got that figured out. Our race, I'm not sure about how y'all stuff's ran. If you go red, you lost. If you go red, you lost. I
don't care what event it's at. If you go red, the race is over right then.
Yeah, well, that's on the no prep side of things. At last year at Texas 2K, the guy next to me went red. I did a bumper drag wheelie and across the center line.
It doesn't matter. The race is already over. In my opinion, that you got
First is worth.
I did.
Versus
Well, I was in a Mustang at airport race, so shocked.
Yeah.
Where
Let's
were
do
we?
John that deal.
Yeah, not gonna name names.
That's all right.
Still racing there this weekend. We gotta be this weekend. Yeah, I'll be at 2K this weekend. No wheelie bars, no delay boxes, no throttle stops. Must be a door car, 530, 400 Pro Tree, chip drive every round.
so we tried to keep it as
That's pretty simple.
simple, jacked up if you could, is what I guess I'm trying to say. We don't want a bunch of rules. 28s, 530, must be a door car.
I gotta look up the rules.
That's the gist of it. That's the
It's
gist
just,
of it.
it doesn't matter if it's got a full carbon body on it, it doesn't matter if you put, if you cut holes in a funny car and show up.
But, and like you said,
And like it's a cap.
the race that was won in his class, that Jimmy Dale went out in the first round in, I don't want to keep bringing that up, but the car, he did. The car that won it went 550 to 560. Like, that's doable for any street cars.
And that's when we came up with the 530 deal. You're trying to find that number, and I'm like, if you go to New York or California, Washington, Florida, it doesn't matter where you go and pull into a racetrack, 80 to 85% of the cars on the property have the capability to go that numbers. Some of them either have to push it hard or they got to slow it down, but they can go 530.
It's a very cool class, guys. I don't know if some of you guys that follow me saw me come down and run Jimmy Dale and Poland's class in the 55. I think I got put out, the third round, something like that. It was amazing. I had a great time.
Damn mattress fans.
Yeah. Y'all's buddy.
Yeah.
Buddy. You did Chuck too, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
He put Chuck out. But anyways, it was a great time and I loved it. And it was a class that ever since then, I've told Aiden, I've told Dalton, this is the class that we're going to run with y'all's cars. And here we are, now we get a chance for you guys to come and race at our
I mean, you watched it at World Series Pro Mod. It was World Series Pro Mod and Little Gangsters.
Yep.
I mean, that was the hype,
I know.
right?
Yep.
And you could see.
And I seen all those piles of
Spacing around, just having fun the whole time. Pro Mod guys are like, oh my God, I gotta work harder.
And that golf cart, I just seen it going back and forth, back and forth.
Sean said, we could use my golf cart. I'm not gonna use it all weekend, bro. We put 2,500 miles.
I know y'all did.
No doubt about it.
I know y'all did.
Gas pedal though. That's-
Yeah. Probably broke.
Hey, my feet don't work, so that's all this.
Anyways,
Damn.
one thing that you said did kind of remind me of something that we wanted to discuss, and I don't know if we're talking about the tree. Didn't we say that there's gonna be a couple of tracks?
There's a couple
We're gonna
of
try
tracks.
something new at.
Yeah, that's right.
And we don't even know which tracks it's at yet, guys, but we're gonna do a pro tree in a couple,
I
and
think
we're
we
gonna
can-
do instant green in a couple.
Yeah, yeah.
We're
And
gonna
it
change
may
it up a little bit.
we may draw chips out of a bucket and figure out what tree we're going with.
That's right.
Weekend.
We're gonna just change it up a little bit.
A lot
And
of people have asked if the boards are gonna be lit up.
if the boards are,
Yeah.
With 5:30.
I'm gonna say that.
That's been
I'm gonna-
talked
I'm gonna
about,
say
the
that.
record, that has been talked about a
It has
lot.
been talked about.
It's been talked about a lot.
It may for y'all guys.
No,
Yeah, y'all-
But for us, I mean, I can't, that's the whole deal with little gangsters is not showing time slips. If I show time slips,
It won't
All
for us
these
either.
are steps
There's a
in the
lot
nose.
of people that want
That's
to.
right. That's right. We believe that, honestly, guys, the fans are the only ones that want to see times. And as a fan of racing, I understand that. But
This style of racing never.
this style of racing, you can't.
If you, I got something here. Inside tech tip. If you want to know how fast these guys went, just walk up and ask them. They'll literally tell you. Just go over there.
Most of the time, he ain't wrong.
Especially if you buy a t-shirt. Find that Ryan Martin.
Comes with a time slip.
It comes with a time slip.
T-shirt. Yeah. Time slip and a t-shirt. That's
Get that going, everybody. Get that going.
Yeah, you're gonna go, this is $35? No, that, I ran a 350.
Yeah.
So,
Ryan Mitchell's on there?
No, he wanted to see my draggy time this weekend down there.
People show to him?
I showed him 8 draggy time.
hey, Ryan, what else?
I got a list of drivers that a lot of people are asking apparently.
They're 100% in.
I got a list of commitments. Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
With that being said, guys, before the list is started, we're hoping Justin Swanson's name will be on there.
so let me go down this list of drivers because some of them are obvious and some of them I personally talked to, some of them Justin talked to, some of them,
It's Justin.
You make this just Sean.
yeah, sorry.
Hey, whatever.
Who said
At least we got one Justin.
Yeah, okay, so on this list, I've got Boosted. I've got myself, Sean, Kai, Disco, Scott, Jeff, and obviously Jeff's here. Dave, obviously right here. Kayla, Doc, right here. Dominator, Jerry Bird, B-Rad, who I personally talked to myself. Nate Saylor, which that's kind of some cool news right there.
Yeah,
He's
it's
just
great.
grabbing-
But wait,
I'm not gonna, I'm
I
not
feel
gonna say,
like this made a big deal, and I don't know if they've told anybody.
I'm not gonna spoil it.
Thursday, it's supposed
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not yet.
So Nate Saylor's gonna drive, he's driving the car, he's not driving his own, okay. Let's see, Kyle Canyon, I talked to myself, Tim Brown, Chevy Reeves, Canada guy.
Yeah.
He's the
Who
guy
had
who bought
Bonds'
this
car?
car. Bonds real pretty Chevelle. Chuck 55,
Yeah, Chuck 55, he sent me a picture of his car, and it is in the paint booth, and he said that he's getting it ready.
Let me guess, It's red.
I bet it's good.
With white tops. And
Okay.
I love it. I love it. He knows I'm a five fan and all that. I hope that he wasn't
I like the change.
planning on
Not telling anybody
that deal.
Yeah, it's not that deal.
Chuck, man.
Yeah.
Sorry, brother. And he looks like said putting me on live sometimes.
I'm gonna learn not to tell you when.
I know.
Randy Williams.
Oh,
who I
wow.
talked to, he said he'd like to make some of these.
That's cool.
Paige Coughlin, Jimmy Taylor, Dave Atkins. I personally talked to, and I don't know how to say his name, Eric Cavill. I always say it wrong, Orange Quarterback.
Yeah.
He's got a business deal going, and if it goes the way he wants it to go, he's gonna come back racing with us.
That's cool.
He would love to race the California race, but he's putting I don't spoil it, he's putting a new combo in his car. used to have a pro charge deal. He's changed it up a little bit.
For Lawrence Street, Lawrence.
There you go.
Nobody knows.
Clay called Bobby Ducati.
Yep. And guys, just because they're on that list doesn't mean that they're coming to every race.
That is correct.
Like some of these guys are gonna, like even Doc, Doc and Dom especially. I can talk for Doc and Dom right now. I'm not gonna talk for everybody else, but Doc
Mike
and
Bowman.
Dom.
Mike, sorry, I forgot Mike Bowman. I talked to him. Scott.
Yep. Spoken.
Yep.
Who?
Scott.
Scott.
Scott's on here.
That's
Yeah,
not-
that's Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the guys.
There's on
Got
there.
the picture.
Yep, it's on there.
God, like the Bird Brothers. Some of the guys aren't gonna go to all of them, and we understand that.
But it feels like most are. Like
Yes.
most that I've talked
I'll
to.
be in on.
I was going to say that probably 75% of these drivers are going to go to all of them. They want to compete in the 7 race series. So that's a plus. There are a couple, like you said, that have said, "Hey, I can make this one, but I can't make that one."
Yeah, and some of those guys that can make all of them with the right sponsors.
Yeah, it's true.
Why don't y'all put your cars in the same trailer?
I can.
You and Dom.
Somebody get Dom on the phone.
Oh, you're like that. I don't know, if me and Donald are that.
Phantom said that there's a lot of questions about what is the entry.
That wasn't the one, but that's cool.
Tell
The other one, that.
Oh, are you serious? No kidding?
Yeah, just.
Can I say it?
Yeah.
All right. The guy that I met at World Series of Pro Mod, guys, and I instantly became a big fan of his. And his name is Ryan Hayward. He's gonna be at the race in California.
Oh,
That's
that's
what
He
so
said-
much
he
y'all
said-
worried.
He has a steel body. He's got a steel body car. He's got a steel body car that he races, and he literally just told Phantom that he'd be at the first one. Well, that's cool.
That's really.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, and there's probably one of the small tire races he'd probably be at.
There's 5 or 6 that I can.
I would imagine.
There's 5 or 6 that I can name that are like, we're going to try to make it. And I'm not gonna.
Can we
I
address?
won't
the
put
other
that out
issues
there.
out there?
But
There's a lot of other issues. What are you talking about?
The other versus non-con.
No,
and
No, there's
sponsorship.
contracts don't.
Sponsorship.
Is there small,
Sponsorship.
well, don't tell me that, jeez. Is there small tire at every race?
There usually is.
We talked about it.
There usually is a small tire class at every race, but I don't, that's another boosted question.
That was a boosted deal.
Yeah.
Well, we drove up here, do we need to carpool with him? Where's he at?
Where's he at? Shoot, he can't even look.
I
I
think
feel like that fool's got a real job.
He's got a real.
it's
Real, as opposed to what y'all do.
I think it's baseball tonight, so.
Whatever.
Yeah. I know he did want to be on the live, but
He's got a lot going.
Didn't want to?
he did.
Okay, so to clear up, I'm just getting text messages that there's a lot of people saying, but you won't invite so-and-so, or whatever the case is.
Everybody.
Guys, it is an open invite. Anybody who wants to race that has a car that fits the rules, which there's not a lot of rules,
That's
we'll
the
talk
car.
about that later.
Let's just
It's,
call it out.
it's steel, well, hang on, it's steel roof and quarters.
Okay.
Okay, so if you have a steel roof and quarter car on a big tire, you have an open invite. So nobody, we're not kicking nobody out, we're not telling people they can't go.
I'm texting Steve.
Absolutely.
You should, hey, tell him to get his ass to get a steel roof and quarter car. Yeah. Get a steel roof and quarter car, come play, man. That's what we
Give us a screw.
What did we figure out on the buy-ins?
I don't think there's a, we didn't decide that.
I don't think that there is a buy-in.
He said I can find out.
Just to let everybody know.
It's 50-50 on the phone.
Everybody wants to know.
Yes, for the outbound stuff, okay? Jimmy Gale, explain what you're doing Saturday versus what you're doing Friday.
Hold on, is Reaper coming or not?
He's supposed to be here.
We're out.
Okay, no, listen, free. So big tire's free, free entry.
That's what I
Free.
thought.
So free
entry
entry
for big tires, guys. If you show up and you want to sit next to Jeff Lutz's beautiful, well, I don't even know which car you bring.
55.
57, 55.
If you want to sit next to 55, call it 55.
I know, I'm just plus.
If you want to sit next to Jeff Lutz's beautiful 57, it ain't gonna cost you nothing. If you have a car that sets like ours, come and race.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost anything to race for your chance of 40 grand.
It does
You
not.
hardware
It is a
40 grand
free entry for
for
the
the
season.
season.
No car cap.
No car cap.
No car cap.
If we got 60, we're gonna run them all.
If we got 12, we're gonna run all.
If y'all want to on the track.
Yeah.
No, my guys are good, dude.
Okay.
They're not gonna do- they're not gonna
What
track.
about your new thing?
Every time I say that, he.
Because they all the track down.
Because
in
with-
extravagant fashion, okay?
Okay.
You're like, yeah,
Cool.
my boy.
Should we
Yeah.
put engine knockers on there?
Hey,
With y'all,
here's a real question. Y'all been past tech? Like y'all
Yeah.
been past tech?
hey,
Well, we.
They come. Yeah. They-
y'all are having 2 races every weekend. That y'all-
Yeah. So I'm gonna do Little Gangsters, 100% payback, $200 buy-in Friday night. Really, that's just like a come party. We'll run however many we got. And
And
then
then Saturday is free.
Saturday's free entry, 10,000 to win.
Dude, that's gonna be a lot of racing just with their class on
No doubt.
Friday and your deal on Friday.
That's
That's
probably
probably a
too
lot of
much
racing.
racing.
No.
We're gonna complain about it.
Oh, well,
We can send the 7-0 guys back to Lucas.
there you go.
People are liking the.
What else?
I'm big tired.
They're what?
Big tire.
What about Robin? People are asking if Robin could be reached out to.
I personally have talked to Robin, and Robin has an extremely busy year in business this year, and he's making big moves at big ways. And so he wants to race. He's got a car that fits the rules. I bet we see him in a couple, and I don't know how many that'll be. 2, 3, 4, who knows?
He'll come to some.
His deal he's got going so big that I just said, hey man,
We get it.
Yeah.
I get it. You do what you need to do.
Sometimes you gotta
come
take
race
a
this,
year
you come
off,
race.
just like Chuck 55
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Took a year off to be with his kids.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
right.
And he's pushing him up, dude.
Yeah.
Dave, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
That's all.
We're talking about.
Well, last year, talk about. I'm not sure there's lots of anything else.
Any
Cloud over here.
thoughts on the street show?
We talked about.
Yeah, we talked about that.
This may be people that are.
A lot of people are
we talked
missing.
It would be nice if we got back on, but MPK's gotta come first, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, TV network, that comes with the TV network for.
And it's not speech.
So at this point, I feel like we've discussed and covered a whole lot. If you guys, Phantom, Richard,
Yeah, if you guys.
Mal, if you guys want, let's ask some questions.
There'll be a.
Like, just the truth tree, man, we don't talk about anything.
In the pits.
There's gonna be what?
Oh, we're gonna do a street race every Friday night after Little Gangsters. In the pits. In the pits.
All right.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah,
All right.
be a good time.
Return with it.
Doc's bringing the beast out. It's gonna be great.
Ain't gonna be a part of that right there with you guys, so I'm not gonna bash it at all. Not one thing, hey, if my son's there, I'll be there.
Can we figure out a way to have more of a party atmosphere on Friday, like Christmas tree deal? Will we all participate in that?
Christmas, what's a Christmas tree deal?
Like
A Christmas tree race?
Like a practice tree.
Oh.
No, we're talking about the practice.
Oh,
tree.
practice
Like a practice tree shootout, yeah. We've been in several
Hey, that would be cool.
Yeah.
We've never done it.
Like there's one coming up in 2 weeks, it's 14 grand.
14.
What?
Practice tree race.
All I gotta do is go trip zip on y'all?
Bring some.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do. That's it.
What happens if you get 2 guys and go 0-0? What do y'all do?
Show back. Show, do it again. Do it.
One of the lights has got the flash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
What kind of people are you hanging out with where they both go 0-0?
I've seen it. I've seen it before. They don't happen very often.
We're gonna set the rollouts at 3.5 seconds, so you'll be lucky to go 0-0.
Yeah, it's possible that you get enough people there.
Cooking over there.
Oh, there is, yeah. These two.
Yeah.
And you have to do some free.
No, I do some home cooking. I believe it is possible.
Any chance of having races?
Yes, we did touch on that, and yes, that is a possibility.
Possibility.
With,
In the south.
Always a possibility.
with the speed promotion group, there's a possibility of adding. I couldn't see it being more than 1 or 2. And if there was one, I'll tell you this, I've heard Phoenix was a rumor to get added, and I know they want to do something down south, so you never know, we may get something in Texas or something.
And I know you mentioned this, but some other people are just now coming on asking, Chuck, have you ever talked to Chuck?
I have talked to Chuck personally. Sean talked to him last night, so I
Sean
want.
said yes, Chuck.
Yeah, he's got. Okay.
Chuck? Okay.
So I think Chuck, I don't know this for sure, but I think Chuck's going to be. He may not make it to all of them, but I bet he comes to race with us. But he got a big tire car sitting there already, so.
Yep.
I don't know why he wouldn't. You know?
Andy has a small time.
And he's got a small tire, not big. And he has a small tire as well. So both of those.
Me too.
You said yes to Chuck, right? What? Schleisinger.
Yeah, somebody asked about Chuck,
You coming?
and Chuck said you talked to him last night.
No.
Who you saying no to?
No, I did not. I texted him last night.
Oh, response.
Call him on the line. I don't. That's horrible.
You guys are boring.
Boosted is going to go live Wednesday at 7:00 to talk about the small tire deal.
Okay.
So we'll know a lot more Wednesday about the small tire deal.
Hey,
I saw, is he talking to you right now? Like, ask him, say, can we talk about the payouts and stuff? Like, he put it on his page, I saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little Gangsters is the same time as the small time.
Bowling Green
Bowling Green.
Yeah,
and Glock.
Just letting them know, not you.
yeah, and go on.
You knew.
But you was looking at me. So.
Well, yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
Who's looking at you?
Guys,
Don't know which one
just
to
to throw this out there, that there's gonna be the 2 small tire races. One of them is gonna be at Beach Bend, and it's gonna be a 28-10-5. We're gonna,
Yes.
it's gonna be, we're gonna show up and we're gonna race the tracks that we got. 28. And if anybody's ever been to Beach Bend, you know that it's gonna be no prep-ish out there. It's gonna be $100,000 to win that race. Somebody on a 28-10-5 tire.
You have to be on slick.
You can be on, no, you can run a radial, buddy.
Tire.
I know you like to run radials.
Rules, big tire rules.
No, we
We
still roofing quarters.
Still roofing corners, you think?
Yeah. I didn't.
$100,000 to win the small tire deal. It's, that's gonna bring in the people, man.
I mean, I feel like $100,000, any $100,000 raise brings its own, that deal, that's the same.
It's not just gonna be that. The second one at Galot, and you guys obviously know why we picked Galot. It's a big radial track. That one's gonna be a small tire on radials. And Owen, if you want, you can run a slick there.
It's gonna be, if you wanna go back, bet the cat back. Go ahead, bet the cat back.
But that is also gonna be $100,000 to win. When Boosted said that he was trying to bring something big in for the small tire guys, man, he did it. And $100,000 to win both of those events is, man. You guys, anybody that is anywhere around grudge racing, and for the people, I know this matters, there will be no time shown at either of those races, because there's a lot of people that do the bear shit that will not come to a race, even, yeah.
Well, out in the Carolina No Time.
It's gonna be a 275 race.
Out in the Carolina No Time where there's none of the guys will show time.
Not-
So if we want those guys to come.
And
whether
it's in their backyard.
Yes.
It's in their backyard,
It's $100,000.
$100,000.
Yeah.
Richard, kind of question. What's up?
Todd Fullen, are the tracks going to be prepped?
Absolutely not. They're gonna
They will
be,
not be prepped.
they're gonna, the Galot race will be, absolutely. It's gonna be radio prepped. But we will race,
Bowling Green, what about me?
we will show up and race the track.
As it states.
There being a minimum weight,
Stop it.
minimum weight,
Huh?
minimum weight.
Man, 3,000 pounds. We'll just talk about that.
TBD.
We talked about it. We talked about minimum weight for the big tire class.
3,000 pounds.
And we're trying to figure out the most fair thing to do.
2850.
And is your car heavy? Is that what you're saying?
2850.
Okay. We talked about this. Sean and I talked about this a lot today. We talked about it a lot yesterday. We talked about it a lot with everybody. At one point in time, I said, man, 2,700 pounds sound cool. And a lot of people said that they liked the 2,700 pound deal. That'd be the only thing. But here's the problem. What do you do for your Jerry Birds?
I mean, Jerry Burke's nitrous.
That's right.
There should be zero.
So zero. Okay, now I agree with that. All right. So then what do you do about your roots guys?
They chose to drive the roots car.
So the nitrous.
Well, yeah, right.
Because they
So
can
it's
get
the
that
same,
weight.
it's the same deal. So like, I kind of, so my personal opinion is, and here we go. We start rolling it back to death again, right? So then it's 2,700 pounds, but also, well, nitrous guys can't have weight. And roots guys can't have
And
weight.
let's just be honest with everybody. We're trying to do away with all the rules, guys.
Yeah.
We want to run an outlaw type of race with there's no rules. Steel roof and steel quarter. That's what we want to bring.
But you would like to be able to have a nitrous car, turbo car.
But-
motor car.
Well, there's some cars that could be 2,600 pounds, and there's very, very few
They can't-
boosted applications that can get that by.
Yeah.
We know a couple that can.
Yeah. Yes. And they could have used to have been pro mods in a previous life.
So what we may end up doing is running this first California race and reevaluate after that.
No weight rule. No weight rule. Let it go.
Is that where you're at with it?
Let it go.
Here's
Been going like we're fucking outlaws.
Hey, that's where I'm at with it too. But some of the guys are gonna have problems with it.
Yeah, and listen, this year we really want to. A lot of people have said like, hey, you guys, y'all just those guys just do what they want. They don't, not us necessarily, but the people that make the rules. We figured throw the damn rules out. If you throw the rules out, then you don't have to worry about this. You don't have to worry about that part of it. I remember back in the day, we used to go to Denton and you watch some of those big tire classes where there was no rules whatsoever.
Yeah.
And they were hanging hoops at 300 foot. It was some of the baddest racing I've ever seen in my life.
And they're putting so much into these motors, just
Yeah.
boom everywhere.
Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff that goes wrong with it. I don't think that anybody's married to it. I know that, the speed promotions group really likes that. But,
So for the first.
we're trying to listen to everybody.
We think so, but there's still some more discussions about that, guys. We believe that it's gonna be outlaw, run what you broke.
And we don't, and I'll say this, we don't want to lose car count over it.
Nope.
Like, if somebody says, well, I'm not coming because I don't like the rules.
That makes it hard. That makes it hard for me.
But
I'm gonna not like that. That's the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why we got to hide behind the 530 cap deal. We don't have to worry about your combo this combo that.
Just don't give us.
no, you fixed a lot of shit by doing that.
If we're not out there prepping the track, man, the track is a lot of the equalizer.
Hey, you can't go faster than 350. Let's go. There you go.
350 index class. He's got his
It's good.
350 index.
That's it. I don't want to hear no.
Anything else, Richard?
Jeff, what are you running in the 57?
Pro line heavy.
Dang, pro line 57.
Jeff, will Jeffrey run Little Gangsters?
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
That'd be cool.
Yes, his Camaro is perfect for that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, let's hear some questions, guys. Like this is it. And it just blows me away the negative comments that
So
There's
much.
no watch.
don't
I
want
got
to
that question.
keep a sport that you love, that you're obviously following so that you can hate on alive.
They just need something to type.
Which
Yeah,
one
okay.
is gonna let me drive your cars first?
Man.
That's
You
what.
can't see.
I'll tell you what.
That's
I
what people want.
promise you, I'm bringing a car to California for you to drive.
36-inch tires?
Yeah.
Hey, I promise.
Got you on that.
I put it on everything that I love.
Say your car.
Oh, no, you didn't say your car. You said a car to drive.
Let me drive your car
Right now,
first.
there's no rules.
Right now, there's no rules on the 36-inch.
So right now, there's no rules and you can't run a 36. But
The only rule is still roof and course.
still rooting quarters.
Run what you run, right?
We can run the big Bubba tire and everything.
As of right now, you can run whatever you want.
Is Bobby Ducati in?
Bobby has said that he's gonna make some events, as many as he possibly can. Is what I saw. I read this post just like everybody else did.
He just texted me, he said, you guys got to move on. He said, we don't want him in that.
Okay.
He was on my confirmed list anyway, so
He doesn't know
there's
that,
that.
so. Yeah.
He's not a fan of you saying anything?
Will there be a daily driver class?
Yeah, it's called Little Gangsters.
Yeah.
I mean, Jimmy Dale drove this down here. Yeah. I heard the thing shot in the block whenever he pulled up.
Hey, why not be?
Shit.
Why not be words? You had a shorter distance. That's not true. It's just my car's faster.
I've already retired one Corvette. Don't have to.
We can take this line.
Did you guys answer?
Hey, Jimmy Dale don't have a Corvette.
What? No clocks. No clocks. But we did talk about every once in a while, it'll be a pro tree. Pro tree or instant green?
Nate asked a question on here. He said,
Okay.
time slips. We get time slips. Huh?
No.
We've never got one before.
Never happened before.
Never had time slips.
You don't remember Bristol? They used to rip them in half.
Well, and the very first we ever did, yes, but
Yeah.
we didn't really know. Like there wasn't even really a thing, right?
Yeah.
So that kind of adapted to.
I think my time slip said 460.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, a whole bunch of guys that race with us are like voting for. We want time slips. I want time slips. Can you get us time slips? I've heard it a bunch of times.
It's the same thing with Little Gangsters. I just don't know. Call me Helen Keller because I ain't listening to shit y'all say.
Yeah.
That's a bunch of Helen Keller.
Yeah.
Carson, is Carson racing, Ryan?
He is.
Todd Nolan wants to know if our bet's still on.
If the bet is still on, Carson is racing.
What's the bet?
Both those guys came in kind of newer.
Carson and who?
Carson and Todd.
Oh, well, I feel like we still ain't got paid from our bets from Swanstrom and Kai last year. They didn't pay us no money.
Hey, you know
Oh.
what? Kai paid me.
Kai paid
I
you.
think Kai paid me. Swanson was supposed to pay you.
Oh.
Good thing you.
Like that's how that happened.
Swanstrom sniffed me on that.
He's
deal.
totally.
Know where his first check's going.
Yeah. I'm gonna get that back in California, man.
Yeah. Mhm. What else? Anything else on board
Was
list?
Carson on your list that you said?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
No, he's not.
I don't think that he was.
No.
There's gonna
Justin
be-
was
there's
the
gonna
list.
be more
We
people,
forget,
guys.
yes, he's racing. And look, I'm pretty confident, I'm gonna say this, if Justin races, Tom will race.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So that's gonna be that's three more that were on that list already.
Yep.
And there's probably 10.
And now
more
the
that are coming.
Ryan guy.
Oh, yeah, there's 4. Just since we've been sitting here.
Yeah.
So,
We understand out of sight, out of mind, guys, and we're trying not to go that route. Bear with us, man. So, registration should be open sometime this week, at least by Friday. Plans are to be, Wednesday, but we'll see.
Sean, you gonna bring up the donk?
I don't believe anybody would let me race that donkey, no matter what, with no cage.
Hey, I think
Exactly.
Like, there's no cage, I would love to.
Any big rim events anywhere?
no, but that was talked about.
It was talked about.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the, in the dog world, is there a convertible that you have to have cage? I mean,
I've never seen a convertible with a cage.
Other than the.
I'm sure there's some out there, but
Yeah.
no, at those events, they just do.
Guys, the fans at home, tell them where they can watch if they can't make it to a race. I know they can come to all of our videos. I mean, they come see our social media.
Yeah.
Sean, everybody here has social
You
media.
told us something.
No, yeah, I don't
You
know.
told us about a flow or a something.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you can watch it on flow, but as soon as we figure that out, we will let everybody know.
We need to get them on Freedom Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want me to call my boy?
No.
Come on.
No. I can call him just as easily as you could.
YouTube Live or YouTube Live?
We'll figure it out. A lot of people don't want that streaming though.
Oh.
And that's what.
I was gonna take my phone and duct tape it to.
We'll for sure be live on YouTube again.
For sure be live on YouTube again, and hopefully there's more than that, guys.
YouTube Plus.
There you go.
YouTube
There's
Plus.
more. There's more.
God.
What else, guys?
Oh,
We can quit beating this dead horse anytime. Right?
yeah.
Yes.
And then, hey, Little Country says he did pay you. He sent Sean, he sent you the half, and you were so rich you didn't even see it coming in.
He's probably
I
right.
didn't even know.
He's probably right. He probably gave me that advice on that phone call we had yesterday.
Promise me. Didn't tell you how it was.
Oh my God. So y'all trying to go hit Luby's or what?
What is it? Read this man's post. He's wrong. He did everyone was second.
I ain't coming back. I can be.
Ain't a mere one of these guys. I can't see.
It said these old guys trying to hit Luby's after this. Mark Nova got his walker by the door. Jeff has a nurse with him. Dave got his boyfriend with him. And Doc seems to know what's going on. Ron already hit the so we may actually go to Luby's for meatloaf. Mom, the meatloaf.
That's right. Hey, you're not wrong, man. Remember earlier when I said we were Tyler doing this stuff? That ain't a joke.
Said something about Doc.
I said, Doc seems to know what's going on.
He said, I have my boyfriend with me.
Oh, I said Dave got his boyfriend with him.
Over there.
I don't know who it is. He did that.
What cars are you guys running personally?
All of us?
Yep. What are you starting the season out with, I guess, you know?
Reefer man, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, buddy.
What happened?
Obviously, neither one of us called him and told him what time.
He told,
He called me.
It's been on the internet for 2 days.
You didn't tell.
Sorry.
Sorry, bro.
I'm driving Ryan's car that he's.
hey, I knew that I would figure it.
Hey, but look, man, he understands how much we got going on. Sorry, buddy.
People were asking about Tommy and Billy.
I've already heard that both of them will be at the 28 race. I'm not gonna say that they are confirmed 100%, but
Tommy and Billy are gonna come around the Ohio
they'll
race.
be there. But yes, they'll be
And
there.
then Billy's got a new front side no prep car.
I know, I see.
There's no way he does not. There's no way he's not going to show up for $100,000.
I don't think so either.
Those are some of my closest.
Jason
sources.
Downs messaging in our group chat right now, and he's like, Charlie Brown, Beach Bend.
Yeah, Big Charlie down there talking.
Yeah. No, that's the cars that it's gonna get. The Casey Maxes,
Are you gonna are you
You're
taking
from
your
Chicago.
car for the 100K deal?
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. For the 100K deal, I'll be both of those.
I thought you were
Absolutely.
going to
I'm all right.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
lying.
Did anybody,
That's true, and there ain't no weight rules.
Yeah.
So we may have a,
Let's get it.
anybody reach out to Cletus? For what?
What are we gonna reach out to him for? He's got a Pro 275 car.
So that's been asking a lot.
I also,
He got new cars, he can, hey, open invites.
It's an open invite.
People don't seem to understand what open invite.
Yeah, so explain what open invite is, that means
yeah, no, I don't
anybody
want
can.
to throw it out there though, but
While you're throwing it up.
no, I just,
Yeah.
I can't hear.
If he's got a car.
Yeah.
Then absolutely.
Still roofing
Yeah.
corners.
So according to open invite.
Yes, ask that question.
Ask him.
the Eagle car is on a 275 already.
Oh, yeah.
100% could come with that car.
Yeah.
And that's
Well,
what he does. Man, he's got a lot
getting
going
big
on.
tires.
Yeah.
And it's still ripping quarters. Still
There you
ripping
go.
quarters and it's getting big tires right now.
Cameron Johnson got that car right now, right?
Yeah, yeah. So to answer that, it's quite awesome.
And I know right now, if that car comes out of Cameron Johnson's, God dang, it's gonna sit right.
Oh, it's gonna be nice.
Because
Even though
that's what
it's
Cameron
kinda-
Johnson does. He gets cars to set right.
Yes, he does.
What else? What else, guys?
A few people asking about the schedule. It's posted everywhere. Our first race, obviously, is May 8th and 9th.
Yep.
Bakersfield, 9th, 10th,
9th and 10th.
9th and 10th. That's close.
Yep.
Will not be attended.
Yep.
So, anyway.
What else? I feel like we've covered pretty, have we missed anything?
I don't feel like we have.
Sam, we missed anything?
They're
I
gonna
don't
let
want
us
to
know.
sit on here until everybody gets too bored.
And
We
we're
gotta
on,
keep-
Bodie and the county guys. Well, obviously, we heard a few, but anybody, Bodie?
Bodie's car is on a small tire. He
Yeah.
does not want to put it back on a big tire. And after I watched Bear shit last year, I don't blame him.
Yeah. Which
That car
could
was
mean,
running.
hey, which could mean he could make it to the, he might come out at 275, 3,000 on it. I bet we can talk Bodie into that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's his wheelhouse right
Yeah.
now. And the way that they got that car running, I don't blame him, man. What else? Bowling?
You doing?
We're just laughing at comments. We're plowing over here.
That's all right.
You doing the OG?
Well, yeah. I gotta get the chassis fixed first.
Going there with my street.
Any guaranteed money and small tire at regular events, at the regular
We
sub?
don't know.
That's kind of,
That's kind of a boosted
Yeah.
question.
Yeah,
And Boosted is gonna do his live feed. What did he say? Wednesday?
Figure something.
yeah, there's gotta be something for small tire.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
There's
For
no way
sure.
there's not. I don't know
There'll be
what the
something.
number is, but I agree with that.
Just keep money on smalls.
people are asking about Pinky. Obviously, he is definitely in.
Oh, he's
Pinky's in. Pinky's in. He's got a brand new, beautiful car. So, what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I thought you said, I was gonna
No,
say,
that's
what do you
pretty
think
cool.
about it, man?
That's pretty cool.
I mean, it's pink.
What is a cool car?
It's pink. It is a cool car.
Our farm truck and Asian to be any part of this.
Oh. I talked to Farm Truck and Asian yesterday. That's all I'm gonna say.
An all-wheel drive plate and the little gangsters.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
No big
Y'all are good with all-wheel drives, huh?
Yeah, that's a
You
good
got
car.
530, what's the matter?
How many all-wheel drive cars can go 530?
Good point.
They're too busy.
Hey, take midnight performance out of it. Take trucks that can. Take midnight performance out of it, which is different story.
Yelling only on Thursday.
I will blame y'all. I will let them in too. I'm just, I wanted to be the internet here and be, oh, good.
I feel like most four-wheel drive cars can't go 530. Y'all are too busy.
Not twice in a row anyway.
Racing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're too busy
Breaking.
all over the place or.
Are we gonna see?
What happened?
We
Hey,
got-
I'm talking- We need to break these two up, man. They're talking shit about me.
New Balance on
New Balance and Clip.
Hey, what are you, look who you talking to there. He got New Balances. He got New Balances on too. Man, look at you with the t-shirt and shoes on.
I don't.
What's wrong with my New Balances?
My shoes are older than everybody's
And
shoes
you can read
here.
on the floor.
You see,
He drove
He did drop that. That's why he got it. He probably got a Henry Rowan jacket somewhere right there.
definitely got
Hey, he got out and he went like this and pulled his glove finger off.
Right.
All right, anything else? Anybody else want to ask any questions?
He's obviously.
Chevy said that he's in on
Chevy's
all
coming.
of
He's locked in.
It's come all of them, yeah.
He's definitely.
Yeah, he's gonna have to get like that.
Ryan, are you running both cars this year?
I do not plan on it.
Jimmy
They
don't stop
said, I have heard Dave's
Jimmy
gonna
did drive
drive
one.
one of them, whatever Jimmy Dale. I may not drive anything.
Okay.
And Jimmy Dale may drive one and Dave may drive the other one. There's no telling.
Whatever car he's not in.
Yeah.
Dave can have the big tire one, we don't like big tires.
I don't think Dave's trying to put his car back on big tires. Sorry.
Sounds like he wants to. Sounds like Dave's car makes a good small tire car, and he's scared to put it.
I will say, at least everybody was thoroughly impressed, because
Yeah.
even myself, I was like, he's not going down this,
No,
and then he did.
Yeah.
So,
They did what he wanted.
Right down it too. Yeah, the third pair down.
yeah, blowing dirt everywhere, but.
Man, have you seen anything?
Impressive.
That's good.
It's same old stuff.
Same old stuff.
Same old
So it's starting to get over and over.
Pretty repetitive.
Okay.
Right. I feel like.
Luby's just fixing.
Y'all can't
That was your time.
Yeah, yeah.
We're okay.
It's time for a good shit on.
Lose a bed, shoes and sleeves, damn.
He's
Yeah,
getting,
you
he's
have
getting
been
old.
wearing shoes all week.
I am, man. My feet hurt.
Oh,
I've been on the road for 5 weeks. I just got home yesterday.
It's like 65 outside and Sean's freezing.
I am cold.
He's lost all that weight. He's a little.
his skin's thin.
Yeah, he's got old man skin.
I'm afraid I'm gonna cut myself and then I just can't stop bleeding.
Just bleed her.
Jeff's over here going.
Yeah,
Probably getting old.
Oh man, that's what my dad's
Yeah.
like.
That's old man skin right there.
It is. Look at this.
I brought some with some.
Hey,
It could have been you earlier.
you ever tuck your ear?
Probably.
Guys doing 4-week bars?
We done?
Bye, everybody.
Thank you guys.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it.
Run what you brung.
As long as it's not too light. Or I'm not still.
Jason,
Come up to 5:30.
We're still on.
Jerry, don't have a